Hey there YouTubers, Toby here, and today we're going to look into a little bit of this neo-soul stuff. Alright, so there's a bunch of tutorials I've seen on neo-soul, and so I'm not going to go near them. What they do, there's the typical kind of movements, minor 9 hammer-ons, major 9 hammer-ons, things like that. So there's a few of those around that I've seen, and the way I wanted to approach this lesson was kind of show you how I break it down. I am firstly not at all 0% in fact a neo-soul guitarist, but I would like to move that in the upward direction. I think it sounds awesome, and to me it's a mixture of like the Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan blues kind of stuff mixed with a more of a jazz harmony. And so I think that sounds wicked. Lots more like major 7s and 11s and whatever. So the idea for me is just to give you an example of how I approach, or how I will approach this, and how I do in the last week of listening to it more and more. I'll break down the thing I played in the beginning just so you can see how I approach it. Firstly, make a diagram of E major all over the neck, E Ionian, top to bottom. The next step is to have a look at it and find your chord shapes. I'm just going to assume you're not beginners. If you are, good luck. Maybe you'll get something out of it. I'm sure you will. But knowing your E major over the whole neck is helpful. 5 positions minimum. We're going to use major 7s because it is more jazzy. So the idea for me is I want to learn I want to know all the chords within that key as well. E major has E major, F sharp minor 7, G sharp minor 7, A major 7, B 7, C sharp minor 7, then we've got the D sharp half diminished, and E major 7. So for instance, breaking down this first idea that I did, I'm thinking E major 7, then I did the Alright, so it's a bit of movement going on, but in my brain I was playing E major 7, C sharp minor 9, F sharp minor 7, F sharp minor 9, F sharp minor 11. And yeah, that's the way I broke it down, because that's it. If I played it simply and went that's the base of it. So it's just knowing the chord shapes and being able to noodle around. So if I play around the E major, what's it called? I don't know. I don't know, you can just do anything you want. You can try and break down your chords into smaller 3 or 4 note voicings. For instance, that kind of thing there. I'm thinking of it, obviously it's the big bar chord, but in my brain, even if I just play that, that's it. 3, or if I wanted to go 4 notes, especially if that's my root note. So if I've got a bass player or someone playing the root note, then I don't really need to do it. So this one, I broke it down from the big C sharp minor to the mini minor 9. That's the standard blues, standard blues, standard bar chord minor 7. Same thing as before. So hopefully that's a little insight into how to write a little idea, and this can work for whether you're on E major or you're playing through a chord progression, especially if it's in the same key. That makes it a bit easier, but I know neo soul is more jazzy and will change key maybe each chord, who knows. But this is a good way, I think, to start it. Another step, just quickly, because I'm not going to babble too much in this one, is you find each position. So let's say for this pattern, this position here for E major 7, I look at the scale underneath where my fingers are, and I try and do hammer-ons. And see if they sound good, see if they feel good, and same thing, it's the same concept as this, but just not using that one shape all the time. So I'm trying to do that kind of thing. Barring here, there's a minor, E major 9, sorry. Hammering on, or so going through all my chords and seeing what I can hammer on, slide. That's a typical, stop on the 2nd string, then pluck the high E string. With each position, you've got your scale. And so you can fiddle around with those notes. Next, what am I doing? So yeah, it's a lot of that. It's just fiddling around, finding the bass chord, and then finding the little fiddly widdly movements with that. So do cool stuff with it, and yeah. Let me know what you want to know, and I will hopefully get on that, because sometimes I'm just like, what am I doing? Who cares? So I'll break down one. No, I'm not going to break down another thing. I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully that's given you an idea. If it sucked, let me know, and I will try and explain it in a different way. But that's it. This is kind of my diving into. I'm putting a toe into the dipping pool of neo soul guitar playing, and there's amazing players out there. And so yeah, look up as much as you can, but hopefully that's an opening the mind a little bit, rather than play this chord, do a hammer on, play this chord, do a hammer on. Try and find your own voice within the style. And good luck with that. I'll see you next time, and here's a typical neo jazz move for you. See you later.